In FC 25, there are many ways to score goals, but what if we were to limit this to only using 1 foot? We're going to start a brand new free-to-play account where all the players in our team have to be first owner. And to make things more interesting, we're going to make it so all the players that we use are left-footed, where only 1 in 5 players around the world are left-footed. If we score a goal that is not with the left foot, then we'll be forced to score an own goal. Our aim for the account is to get at least rank 5 in Champs. Let's see how we do. To start the account off, we went with Brazil as the starting nation and got Atalanta's Ederson as the face card. For the loan, we went with the striker, and the main choices were Aspas or Vlahovic, as they were both left-footed. So we decided to go with Aspas. EA have reintroduced a brand new icon in Maradona, and everyone was given a free grassroots icon Maradona, who starts off as a 77 rated, but with the available evolutions could become 92 rated. As the 77 rated, he only has 84 pace, 87 dribbling, and 80 shooting. But he is left-footed, so he can be used in the team. We completed the Foundation 1 SBC to allow us to have access to the squad builder section. And from the group reward, we got Romania's Man. And from the daily upgrade SBC, we pulled our first walkout in Bayern Munich's Kimmich. But he will just be used as fodder, as he's not left-footed. And with that, this is how our dream team looks. And there is one glaring problem. We don't actually have a goalkeeper yet, so we stuck in one of our tallest defenders in goal. Maradona's first evolution gave us 3 options to slightly alter his stats and playstyles. From these choices, we are most likely going to play him on the wings or as a cam. So we went with option 3, which gives Maradona technical plus, and as we didn't really have a playable team yet, we went into a game mode where we only need 1 player, and that was Rush. With Rush, we decided to switch up the camera and change it to a more top-down approach, which felt more rewarding slotting a through ball to get an assist, but the downside, when defending, I had no idea what was going on. But with this, we had completed Maradona's first evolution, which gave him a +5 in pace, +6 in dribbling and defending, and a +7 in shooting. With this, we completed a couple more objectives, from Pick Your 11, which is designed to help new accounts, and from the goalkeeper pick, we got Wolfsburg's Froms, and this was followed up with a pick of Barca's wonder kid, Lamine Yamal. We also pulled Zaganov. In the SBC section, there was the daily bronze, silver and gold upgrades, which helped convert our club's bronzes and silvers into golds, but we still did not have a usable goalkeeper, so we went into moments to complete the first objective so we could get 1 token for a tradable 7.5k pack. From this, we got ourselves Lamer, but the more important pack was a 78x2 objective pack, as it finally gave us a keeper in Everton's Pickford. So with that, this was how the team looked, with Man playing as our right back, out of position, and Maradona was the main focal point. So we went into our first game of division rivals, and came up against someone who had Fantasy Foot Darwizzi and Mbappe as their front 2. In this game, we would be first to concede, with the ball being played into the box with a nice finish. But Yamal would do some nice dribbling and shoot a crossbody to get us back drawing, and this would be a close game, but Routier would get us the final goal and give us our first win in Rivals. The next couple games would be a lot easier, with Yamal dribbling into the box again, and the ball being laid off to Salvinho, which would lead to us getting promoted into Division 9. Promotion had meant we had got the second stage of Maradona complete, which gave him a +6 in passing and defending, with an increase in skill moves by 1. Now to help with our defence, we completed our first player SBC, and this was Frankfurt's Theater, who was relatively cheap at an 85 rated squad with an inform, and with him having 85 pace and 90 defending with aerial plus, he was a clear upgrade on the team, and as a Fantasy FC card, he has a chance to upgrade in the future. To wrap up Maradona's evolution, we played a few games of squad battles, and with them, we had completed his evolution, which meant he now had 89 pace and passing, 87 shooting, and 93 dribbling, with technical plus. So hopefully he'll feel great when dribbling. There was a player pick which gave us Grimaldo, and the daily upgrade packs had refreshed, and this gave us some great players to upgrade the team, with Arsenal's Martin Ødegaard, Pop, and we even got Fantasy FC Burkhardt, but he was right-footed, so that was just 89 rated fodder for us. The final 83 by 10 was the big one, as it gave us Man City's Bernardo Silva, but but the second walkout player was Messi, who is perfect for this account. There was also Dabinia, and as this was a tradable pack, we sold her for some extra coins for the club. In the evolution section, it was time to start some new players to upgrade, and the first one was Defensive Playmaker, which may not seem like much, but we had actually got really lucky. There are only a handful of gold right backs in the game who were left-footed, and only one that had 5-star weak foot, and that was Juventus's Cambiasso, and it just happened that we had packed him. So he went straight into this evolution, as it gives him 86 pace and 89 defending. The other evolution was the Finesse Express, which was a paid Evo at 30,000 coins, and Messi was the player for this. It only increased his shooting by 5, but it gave him Finesse Shot Plus, which would be huge for any right winger to be able to cut in from the wing and hit the finesse. With these Evos started, we returned back to Rivals, where Messi would show his class with his close control dribbling and was able to hit the finesses even without the playstyle plus. And this led to our promotion game, where we matched a much stronger team with Maradona and Zizou and Pele in at cam. This game was carried by our Argentine duo in Messi and Maradona. Messi would end this game with a nice turn and finish, and this meant we were promoted into Division 8. We then returned back to squad battles to improve our evolutions, where we scored our first set piece on the account, and this meant we had completed 3 stages of Cambiasso, where he was now 90 rated, but only still had 72 defending and 66 physical, and Messi got his +2 in shooting and the finesse playstyle plus. There was also a player pick which gave us Dortmund's Cabell. With all of the fodder now in the club, we decided to open a 1 of 3 87 plus campaign player pick to try and pull a previous promo player for the team. And from this pick, we got Wanderson, Onana as a right winger, and Lozano. So we couldn't use any of them, as they were all right-footed. So we just went with the highest rating. It is now FUT birthday, and for this year, all players in packs are 5-star, 5-star. And from just an 80 by 5, we got our first FUT birthday player, and this was Sams, who looked okay with 85 pace, 89 defending, and 2 great playstyles with block and aerial, but again, she was not usable. In the store, there was also the FUT Birthday Energizer Pack, which costs only 16 coins, and this gave us 16 players. We didn't pull anyone, but we were given a 16-game loan of the new FUT Birthday players, but unfortunately we were unlucky and got all right-footed players. Finally, from an 83 by 10, we got a usable walkout in Arsenal's Gabriel, as well as informed Goosens. So this was the team now. It was getting better, but was still behind the average team. And this was shown when we went back into Rivals and we came up against Team of the Year Mbappe. With these games, it was clear that if we were attacking on the left side, our game became easy to read. If our opponents did goalkeeper movement, we could be in trouble. We also conceded a nice volley from one of our opponents, but thanks to Salvino smashing it across body and Maradona dribbling into the box to get away from his opponents, finessed it top corner, it gave us the win. With these games, we got ourselves a 10-game loan with Jimenez, and as he has First Touch Plus and Power Shot Plus, he could be a great forward for the few games we can use him. In the Elo section, we had completed Messi's evolution, which now meant he had 90 shooting and the Finesse Playstyle Plus. With completing this evolution, we had an available slot, so we returned to the Evo tab and chose Skillful Centre-Back for Gvardiol. We also got Lino from level 5 of the season ladder, and he will just be used as fodder. There was also our first usable FUT birthday player from the daily upgrade objective, and this was Brentford's Embuemo, who has 91 pace, 88 dribbling and 87 shooting. He can also play as a striker or on the wing and has rapid plus. Sadly, his second playstyle plus was chip shot, which is the worst shooting playstyle to have. Going back into squad battles to improve on our evolutions, and Messi now with his 2 playstyle pluses was even more dominant in the box, and we even scored a bicycle goal in one of the games. But we did disconnect from another, meaning we got 0 points. With the games that did count, we were able to complete the 4th stage of Cambiasso, where he finally got his defensive upgrade, improving him by 16 in defence and a +21 in physical. This evolution also gave him 30 in free kick accuracy and dead ball specialist. Gvardiol also completed his first stage of Skillful Centre-Back, and this gave him a +6 in pace, as well as a +12 in dribbling. In the store, we had gotten a few objective packs, and these helped improve the team, as from the first one, we pulled Lyon's Endler, who was an upgrade on Pickford, followed up by Ousmane Dembele, who is always broken in FC with his 5-star, 5-star. And then we pulled our highest rated FUT birthday on the account, with the first player being Arsenal's Saliba, followed up by FUT birthday Thuram, who was 92 rated, with 93 pace and 90 physical. But as he was right-footed, we couldn't use him. With them pulls, we returned to squad battles to get a couple more wins and to also wrap up Cambiaso's evolution. So we played the games, and this now meant we had completed Cambiaso's evolution. So he was now part of Hullet Gang with pinged pass and long ball pass with 89 defending. Now it's time for our squad battle rewards, and we got Silver 1. This gave us a couple packs, 1,000 coins, but the important pack was the Fantasy FC Guarantee Pack. All we wanted was a player that we could use. And finally, we would get some luck with Bayern Leverkusen's Levels, who has Anticipate Plus with 86 defending and will likely receive a couple upgrades on the card. There was also an 83/10, which had a new FUT birthday for us, but sadly, this was only Lobotka. We went back to play some more rush games to improve on Gvardiol, and it would turn out he'd be quite clinical in front of goal in rush with his 69 shooting. From the second stage being complete, he would gain a +5 in defending, a +7 in physical, but a massive +22 in vision, +10 in short passing, and +11 in long passing. Now it's time to return to Rivals and pick up some more points to qualify for FUT Champs. And Messi was still the main man in the team, and this led to us to get to the promotion game for Division 7, where it was a gold squad with Zizou and Maradona in midfield, with Guessand being the main threat up top. This game would start off with Mbeumo cutting the ball back to Messi, who smashes it near post to get the lead, followed up with some skill, and then the Finesse Messi special from outside the box, and Mbeumo would use his Rapid Plus to burst through the defence and finish his chance. And we were now into Division 7. With promotion, we had completed week 1 of the weekly play objective, and this gave us a guaranteed Future Stars player. From this pack, we would go on to pull a Barcelona Future Star, but sadly this was not the 94 rated Yamal, but 88 rated Catacol. We also got a 1 of 3 84 plus player pick, which gave us Katoto. From the season pass, we got UEFA Conference League Road to the Final Adebayo. We also completed the skillful centre-back evolution, so Gvardiol now had 85 pace, 88 defending, with 90 dribbling and 5-star skills. The goalkeeper, however, was an issue for us, but we had the perfect solution in the SBC section, as there was a player who'd help fix 2 problems. One, just having a 93 rated goalkeeper would be great for helping us concede less, and secondly, they would help with chemistry across the whole team. And this was Iker Casillas, who is a left-footed icon goalkeeper and has 93 diving with 96 reflexes, so he would be our keeper for the rest of the account. Also from the tradable packs, from the Casillas SBC, we pulled a usable walkout in Chelsea's Reeton, who has good pace and dribbling and at 88 rated, has the chance for future evolutions. We also pulled Abastoni and Kimmich from a 2-player pack. Then the next set of upgrade packs would come out, and this was when the account's luck truly changed, as we would start off with getting Mappy Lyon, followed up with FUT Birthday Rabiot, who has 85 or higher in every face stat with Tiki Taka and First Touch Plus. Then we got Foden with Technical Plus, and then we got the Premier League Player of the Season so far with Mo Salah. After we would get our new highest rated walkout in Lyon's Basha, who looks insane with 93 pace, 90 passing, 88 defending, with Jockey Plus, which is perfect for a fullback. Now we saved the best for last, and from just a simple gold pack, we got this. There was a new FUT birthday for Mbappe, not Kylian, but his brother Ethan Mbappe, where we had a choice of his striker version, which was very quick like his brother, and his midfield option. As we still needed midfielders for the team, we went with the centre mid version, with his all-rounded stats and pinged pass and tiki-taka plus playstyles. Finally, there was a refresh on the 88 plus campaign pick. With all the new fodder we had received, we put this into the SBC and got an amazing player from the pick in Globetrotters Dembele, who we know is usable as we have his gold card in the club already, and he was still over 300k. So with this, our whole team transformed, and we now had an 89 rated team. EA had released an update in Ultimate Team, which brought back the deadly trio from 10 years ago, in Gervinho, Dumbia and Ibarbo, who all now had free versions of the Streets Won't Forget cards. However, all of these players are right-footed, so we can't use any of them. Also, there was a way to evolve these players to make them 90 rated, but this does cost a total of 450,000 coins. There was a refresh on the FUT Birthday Energizer pack, which was still 16 coins, and from this we got a double walkout in Benzema in Ilkay Gundogan. But from this player pick, we did get a new player for the team, and this was Alaba, for 16 games, who has Intercept and Ping Pass Plus. We also got an 85/3, which gave us the highest rated possible gold card, with 91 rated Erling Haaland, with his 92 shooting, and another Premier League player for the team. We completed another 88 campaign pick, which gave us the choice between Huth, Nagasato, and Team of the Year honourable mentions Gwyn. And as Gwyn was the highest rated, we went with her. In the Evo tab, it was time for the new GOAT to get his deserved upgrade. And we were going to do this by putting him into the King of Egypt SBC. And why Antony is perfect for this is that he has 5-star skills, but only a 1-star weak foot. So if he tries to shoot with his right foot, he is probably hitting someone by the corner flag. Now it was time to switch up the game mode, and we went into the friendlies mode as there was a new friendlies cup called the FUT Birthday Cup, which is the overall reward gave out FUT Birthday Kulusevski. With this cup, it was restricted to only using certain players of a certain rating, so we were not allowed to use any players 91 or higher, but thankfully Mbeumo and Dembele were relatively low rated, meaning we could use these players. The nice thing about this friendlies game mode was everyone else had these restrictions. With these games, it was clear that our forwards were going to carry us through the games, and with Mbeumo's rapid plus playstyle, he could get through the defence, and some of our opponents would just game end us. And other times, our players who weren't even on the ball would get crunched in the box, which led to a penalty that was slotted away. And these games would continue where we passed the ball out to Dembele, who could finesse across the box. From this, we got a bunch of packs, with the main ones being an 84/5 and an 86/2. We also got FUT Birthday Kulusevski, who has Technical and Relentless Plus. We also completed Antony's first Evo, and this gave him a +10 in pace and a +15 in shooting, so he now has 85 shooting. We also used the fodder in the club to get another player for our team, and this player has 95 pace and dribbling with Technical and Trickster Plus, which could make him a very fun player to use. And this was Paulo Futre, who does get full chemistry, but he did have very low passing and shooting for this level of card. We added him to the team and went into Rivals, where teams started to improve, and on his debut Futre would get a goal, and he would get an assist too, and his dribbling was insane. He could tear through our opponent's defence, so if we're playing someone who was playing low block, then Futre could be the person to get us through the defence. And even the GOAT was getting in with the goals. We continued to play, and one of our opponents was struggling and just gave up. We then came into the promotion game for Division 6, and they had a team with Flashback Pope in net and Fantasy Foot Canoe up top. In this game, I would make a mistake, as Rabiot had his shot saved and out of instinct went for the header with Maradona. So with this, we passed the ball back to our keeper and conceded the own goal. But thankfully, Futre would lay the ball off to Rabiot to get us back in the lead. Antony would pass the ball out to Maradona, and this would be smashed across the goal, which meant we were now into Division 6. We even had enough points for FUT Champions now. We went across to the Evo tab, and we completed another stage of the King of Egypt, which gave a +14 in passing. We also completed the objective for Espino from Rayo Vallecano, who has 92 pace and rapid plus with intercept plus, but as we have Basha, she will stay in the team. From the 84/4, we got a new walkout in Swiss midfielder Rutella, who looks great with 95 pace and first touch and ping pass plus, but unfortunately she was right-footed. We also got an 82/7, which gave us Harry Kane as 90 rated fodder. Then we would get Wibben Moy from an 83/10, but again, this was just 89 rated fodder. Our squad battle rewards were now available, which gave us 3,000 coins, a mega pack, and a 75/5 pack. And this gave us more coins for the club, but the main pack was the guaranteed FUT Birthday. But this would only give us Celtic's Yotta. So we decided to complete another 1 of 3 campaign player pick. And this gave us all winter wildcards with Verts, Tillman, and the final one being Sorloth, who is a usable player and does have 99 physical for someone that's 6'5", so he would be perfect for the heading meta. but we can't score those goals. But at only 88 rated, he could be used for a future Evo. This was the team we were going to use to go into our champ qualifier games, and we only needed 2 wins out of 5 games. To start this off, Maradona would put our opponent on a twister mat and got the goal, followed by the ball being played into Futre, who converted his chance, and this meant we had qualified for FUT Champions. With the qualifier games completed, we had completed week 1 of season 6's weekly play, which was another guaranteed FUT birthday player for the account. And this did give us a Premier League player, but was only Semenyo, who again, we can't use. The team did not change, and now it was time for us to begin our champs run. And this did not start well, as we were having difficulties in the defence, and could not get near the attackers. Also, we conceded to a nice free kick from Team of the Year Coman, and from where it was, this was basically a penalty for him. We did get a chance of our own from a free kick with Basha, and with her high power and curve stats, we were actually able to score from our set piece. But sadly, this game ended in a penalty shootout. With that, we were 0-2 in FUT Champs. The only positive thing from this was that we had completed the 3rd stage of Anthony, which gave him a +8 in dribbling and a +3 in weak foot. So we now had a 4-star weak foot, so he won't be so one-dimensional on the pitch and build-up play. It was clear we needed to make a change for the team, and Mappy Leon was the player we were going to replace. And it would be an evolution that would fix the problem, with the Bronze Beast breakthrough, as this could give Wigan's Mellish 87 pace and 87 defending, with 89 dribbling and passing. He did not get the best defensive play styles, but as a 6'2" centre-back with such good all-rounded stats, he could help out. So we played the Team of the Week squad battles team over and over to boost up Mellish, so he had the 87 pace and 87 defending. And we had generated 100,000 coins on this account, so we took a risk in the store and opened the Essential FUT birthday pack to try and get a new player for the team. From this, we got a walkout from Barcelona in Pedri, and in the pack we had an inform, but we had lost around 70,000 coins. But the pick could make it still worthwhile. It was not worthwhile. With Mellish in the team now, it was time to complete our FUT Champions games. And things did change. We were starting to get some wins, and thanks to how strong all of our forwards dribbling was, and having so many FUT birthday players was great, as they all had 5-star skills and more importantly 5-star weak foot, which made build-up play much easier. Our forwards were causing problems, and Futre, having trickster plus playstyle, was able to fake shot to create many chances. Also with Anthony on the wing, with his finesse shot plus, he could whip it top corner when in the box. The most surprising player was Basha, who was our attacking fullback, and she was really good for set pieces, even though she just had the regular playstyle for dead ball specialist. We continued on winning games, and for a couple of our goals, we did get kind of lucky, but thanks to the high pressure of our forwards, we could usually outscore the other team. One of these games we did get punished for scoring a sweaty goal, as Rabiot dragged the ball back and scored using his right foot, meaning we had to score an own goal. Also, we did lose a couple games due to not closing down Trivella's from outside the box, and Rodman getting into the box to score. But for the final game, we would concede in the 91st minute to Team of the Year Eusebio, whilst they were down to 10 men. And this meant we actually went on a 10-3 run in these games, and got ourselves rank 4, which gave us a 2 of 4 85 plus player pick, 1 of 3 FUT birthday hero or icon pick, and some big packs, with the main one being an 88x2 with the addition of 75,000 coins. From the picks we got Inform Camwa, Ronaldo, Erdegaard and Pedri. The first FUT birthday pick gave us Kelly, Big Steve and Zaha, so Kelly was the choice. The second choices were Zubamendi, Kelly again and Basha, so we went with Basha for highest rating. From our packs we got ourselves Gabriel, Ter Stegen and several informs. With all the champs games completed, we also progressed on our evolutions, and Anthony was finally complete, giving him 92 pace, 90 dribbling and 90 shooting with press proven and finesse shot plus, and we had also completed level 4 of Mellish, so now he has fantastic stats and incisive pass plus. Now it was time for us to make the final improvements to the team, so we completed our last 88 plus campaign pack, which gave us Sugita, who is 5-star 5-star, and we also completed an icon player pick, which we did get a left-footed icon, but this was Haji, who at an 89 rated has the chance for Evos, so not too bad. Finally, with the coins we had made out of FUT Champions, we opened both of the second half Encore player pick pack, hoping to pull either Team of the Year honourable mention Messi or Haaland. From the first one, we got no usable player, so we just went off of rating, and the second one gave us Kogel, who is left-footed, but definitely not worth the 290,000 coins that we put into these packs. And with that, this was how the final team looked, and we went above and beyond rank 5 in Champs, so this was a victory for the 1 FUT only account. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button.